Hi, my name is Ron Daigle. I've been a tattoo artist here in Providence, Rhode Island for over 50 years. And for that 50 years, the first part of it, I used the spring machines that most of you are familiar with today. After having so much trouble and problems with my spring machines, the weakening of springs and so on and so forth, I decided to try to make a rotary machine. The rotary machine that I invented now, that I'm using today, has been in use for about 25 years in one form or another, in a constant state of development. The one we finally got today is one that I feel that is top of the line and top quality, and it's a trouble-free, lightweight machine that should give you years of freedom and years of dependable service. I'd like to go through a little bit of this machine with you to show you just how different it is than the average machine that you're using or the average rotary that might be out there today. The Rototech tattoo machine has been designed to be dependable. Its dependability and simplicity are unparalleled. The combination of cams and bearings has created an almost silent and vibration-free unit. All adjustments and settings are simple and easy to get at. Each moving part is manufactured of an FDA-approved space-age material of the first quality and will deliver years of trouble-free use. This machine has been designed to accommodate most of the needles, tubes, and power packs available in today's market, which should allow the artist to use whatever equipment he has on hand. This will also enable the artist to alternate between the spring and rotary machines. Experience the freedom of using both machines, the old and the new, as your whim dictates. Enjoy a new spin on an old idea. Well, this is the Rototech Rotary tattoo machine right here. And as you can see, it does look like a pretty simple and easy machine. And it really is. There are actually 3 settings on this machine. Each setting has its own key. I'll show you a setup first, how I introduce the needle and put it into the machine, set it up, and I'll take one of the disposable needles, disposable tubes, slip it on, line it up, and in this case I use a shader for both the shader and the liner because I found that for me it's simple and easy to use like that, and I don't have any problems in buying extra material. Once I've inserted the needle onto the cone and laid it in the guide, you'll notice that the needle is in the center of the tube, both from the top and from the side. You'll see it's in the center of the tube. Then we use a RCA jack, which is adaptable to most machines. You can buy them. They're very inexpensive, a couple of dollars at any Radio Shack. Now, I would probably prefer my machines, I have a digital setting, so I prefer to run my machines somewhere between 575 and 7 volts. So comfortable for me would be something right around there. All the punch that I'll ever need. This little flywheel here, as you can see, is counterbalanced with different weights because of some of the weight's been drilled out. You can stop that machine with your hand by just touching that flywheel. But if you try to touch it here, you see you've got to put a lot of power, which is where the throw of the needle is. The throw of this needle right now is about 3/8. I don't know, you probably can see it, about 3/8 of an inch. To drop down that 3/8, I simply loosen this, bring it out to wherever I want it. And you can see now I'm down to roughly about 1/8. Now, that allows whoever is using this machine to ride the tubes if they prefer, or to show the length of that needle, which I'll demonstrate now on a different tube. Different tube now is a liner tube, metal. If you prefer extra weight, you can use the heavier tubes, and you can get the weight to wherever you like it. By setting these holes up back here, that's at the furthest part back at the machine. Furthest part of the needle, right there. Tighten that up slightly. And by rotating that, you can see that that's the full extent. There's the needle now is in. That's probably a little over 1/8, but I'm going to take and slip this out. Slip this right out till I get it right down to the lowest possible length to show you the penetration of that needle. Now, let me explain to you the advantages of having this much needle control. The advantages are such that if I have that needle out, say full length to me would be right about, I can run my finger over the edge when it's fully back with these holes on that end and not snag on that glove. To me, that's fine. That's all the way back. When that comes out and I have that much needle length showing, 3/8 almost. When I'm tattooing and I have this line, we'll say over here, when I'm tattooing that line down there, I can watch that needle all by myself. I can creep right on it. Now, if I have to go back over that line, I simply